up though? It's your girl Coco and we are back with another video. As you can tell by the title below, we are making chicken and dumplings. So if that sounds interesting to you, keep watching this video. But first, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that post notification bell so you know every time I'm posting. Now let's get into this video, okay? So this is everything you're gonna need. Some heavy whipping cream. Sorry guys, I have the dishwasher on. You're gonna need all your seasoning. You're gonna need a rotisserie chicken, some cream of chicken, some carrots, celery, garlic, and a whole white onion. We're gonna go ahead and chop that up. And then for the dumplings, you're gonna need self-rising flour and milk. Okay, so that's what you're gonna use, and some chicken broth. Let's just get right into it. I have everybody here at the house, so I'm probably gonna be doing a voiceover anyways. So alright guys, so we're just gonna hop right in because like I said, I have some hungry people in this house. So I just went ahead and cut up all of my vegetables. In the middle of me cutting up these carrots, I realized I need to go ahead and throw in the onions. So I went ahead and put a tablespoon of butter in my Dutch oven, and then started working on these onions so they can saute a little bit, because I just love the flavor. So I'm using a whole onion. You can use a half an onion. I just love the flavor of an onion, so I'm using a whole white onion. So after I cut that up, I go ahead and throw that in my Dutch oven with that butter. And then I head back over to the cutting tray and get started on cutting up my celery. When I tell you guys, this dish was so yummy. I highly recommend it. This is like the perfect meal. It started to get a little bit rainy here in Texas, and I am living for it. Okay, so I'm bringing all the soups to you in your home. Okay. So I went ahead and just chopped all these up, took the ends off. I was trying to do a little bit of propagating, but I'll show you guys that in a different video if you're interested in that. But I just love the colors of this soup. That green from the celery, that orange from the carrots, and then on top of that white from the onions. It kind of gives you like a fluorescent kind of yellowy. And then I also added a little bit of green onions at the end. I kind of just mixed that in, and then I added my chicken broth. Now this is the same broth that I used in my last video, so I only use half, and then I use about 3 more canfuls of water of the cream of chicken in my broth, just because I don't want it to be too salty and I want to control the taste of my broth. So I went ahead and added the rest of that. So it's about, this was 4 cups, so I went ahead and used 2 cups of broth basically in both of my soups. I don't know if I mentioned it in that video, but in both of my soups I only used half of this. And then I'm using some chicken bouillon, some cumin, some Tony seasoning, some thyme, garlic powder, and I think that's it. Oh, and some Old Bay, and oregano and parsley. But y'all, the least is better. You don't want your soup to be too salty, because I made one last year and it was way too salty. The color was there, it was good, but it was just way too salty. So this, I learned from my mistake. Less is more. We know we want it to be nice and flavorful, but just fill it how you want, but how you want it to go. But I will say, every good soup that I've used has that cumin. I love the cumin flavor. I feel like it's been adding, so adding, so let me finish my sentence. It's been adding so much flavor to my soup, so I might have to go back to Sam's Club and get a big container of that cumin. And y'all, when I tell y'all I did not want to show you guys the devourment I did to the chicken to shred it, because this is the rotisserie chicken I used in my other video. I'm just showing you guys how long you can stretch your rotisserie chicken. But y'all, look at this. Look, I'm like a dang axe murderer in here shredding the dang chicken. Like, what is going on? I did not want to show you guys this, so I'm gonna go ahead and just move along. But I'm gonna next go ahead and press down on my garlic clove. I'm gonna just chop up 2 of them and add that to my pot. This was just so funny to me. I don't know why. I did go ahead and keep my bulbs of my green onion because I am propagating those like I was saying earlier. So I'm propagating the carrots and the green onion. Here I'm just showing you my garlic powder that I'm working on. I'm just keeping the skins of the garlic. So next I am adding my chicken, and we're just gonna mix that in. Add my cream of chicken. There is no right or wrong way to make a soup. You add them in when you feel like you want to add them in. You can add it at any time. But this is what I did, okay? So at first I was obsessing over like the order of the vegetables. I do not know why. So I'm telling you, don't stress, just do what you feel is right. And this felt right to me, okay? This felt right to me. This was so good. I'm looking at this right now, and I'm so sad that we ate all the leftovers already, because I am just in awe. I'm gonna have to double batch that, okay? I'm about to freeze meal. This is about to be one of my freezer meals for sure. This was so good. So like I said, I'm adding 3 more cans of that cream of chicken filled with water, just to kind of dilute the flavor a little bit. And I just wanted it to be more soupy and not so like much vegetables and not enough liquid, if that makes sense. Because you also got to think about, we haven't even made the dumplings yet, okay? Now let's head over to the dumplings. So for the dumplings, it's really simple. The only thing I would change is actually using buttermilk. I do feel like it makes a difference. I just went ahead and used heavy whipping cream because that's what I had on hand. So I'm using about 1.5 cups. You can use more or less, depending on how big or how much dumplings you want in your soup. But I'm just using that, and I'm pouring in the milk little by little to just get the doughy consistency that I want. I sadly do not measure because I feel like if I focus on the measurements, it won't be done unless it's like a super serious recipe. But when it comes down to baking and cooking, you just are supposed to feel it, you know, like dancing, you feel me? Just la-di-da, all right? No. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and add like a little pinch of salt and mix it all up, and then I'm gonna use my hands. So you're just gonna make little dough balls. I will recommend to make them a little bit smaller than what I did, but it was fine. It still tasted good. It was yummy, and we're gonna go ahead and plop those in. I just felt it was easier to roll them and then just place them in there instead of just putting them in the bowl. It'll be easier that way for me. But do what you want, do what you feel. So once you do all that, you're gonna cover it up and let it sit for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you know, just whatever you feel like doing. And I was gonna bring out a dessert for you guys, but my family requested that I make the apple pie funnel cake, so I think I've outdid myself, but I'm going to try to top that and make a better recipe because I have tons and tons of apples that needs to get done and tons of pumpkin that needs to get ate through. So we're gonna figure out what dessert to do. If you have any ideas, go ahead and put it in the comments down below because they are just through the roof with that apple pie funnel cake. If you want to see the recipe to that video, I'll have it linked at the top. It's in my previous video that I just made. Oh guys, and I also wanted to mention, I am super sad about my apron, okay? I don't have, my fall apron is still in storage. So I'm just super sad. So I had to use this summery apron, but we're not, it still did what it needed to do. Shout out to that apron. Because my other one is in the wash, the black one that I use. But y'all, look at that. Look at the dumplings. Look at the carrots. Look at the celery. The carrots are tender. Okay, the broth is creamy. Oh my goodness, it was so good. I can't even, I wish I could smell it. The house smelled like fall. Yeah, are you guys enjoying these cooking videos? Because I sure am. The family sure is. But let me know what else you guys want to see. I might do a surprise video for you guys, but this is it, y'all. Look, just so yummy. I just really love my Dutch oven, is why I wanted to show you guys that. But look at the bubbles. Oh my goodness. And we just served it up with some green onions on top and some red pepper flakes. And we had a few leftovers, as you guys can see. And I just kind of show you guys how I did the apple pie funnel cake that night. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I sure did. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.